Just say these 3 words and you will attract all the women you want. Stoicism. What if I told you that 3 simple words could instantly change the way women perceive you? Not a cheesy pickup line, not an overused compliment, but 3 words that, when said at the right time, can pique a woman's interest, excitement, and draw her to you without her even realizing why. Most guys try too hard. They overthink, over-explain, and chase, and in doing so, they miss out on what creates attraction, mystery, confidence, and emotional impact. However, men who truly understand attraction recognize that less is more. Because attraction is more than just words, it is also about how those words make her feel. And the right 3 words, said correctly, can activate a switch in a woman's mind. They can change her perception of you, even if she wasn't initially interested. They can make her wonder, think about, and want to spend more time with you. And the best part? These words are effective without exerting any force. There are no tricks or desperate energy, only pure, undeniable magnetism. So, what are these 3 words, and how do you say them in a way that evokes instant attraction? Let us break it down. Word 1. The spark. That causes attraction. Attraction is not based on logic, but on emotion. A woman isn't drawn to a man because of a set of characteristics. She is attracted to him because of how he makes her feel in the moment. That is why the first word in this 3-word formula is intended to arouse immediate curiosity. It's the verbal equivalent of meeting eyes across a crowded room. It catches her attention and alters the dynamic between you. So, what's the first word? Imagine. It may appear simple, but don't underestimate its power. When you use the word imagine, you are not just speaking, you are also directing her thoughts. You are simultaneously activating her emotions, curiosity, and desire. Think about it. When someone tells you to imagine something, your brain immediately begins visualizing it. It draws you into a story or a moment, and when done correctly, it can make a woman feel something before she realizes it. Let's go over why this works so well in attraction. 1. Imagine instantly immerses her in an emotional experience. Unlike normal conversation, which is based on logic, imagine causes a shift into emotion, and emotion is what drives connection, attraction, and chemistry. For example, rather than asking a woman mundane questions like, "What do you do for fun? Where are you from?" Imagine you and I on a beach, no phones, no distractions, just good conversation and the sound of the waves. What is the first thing you would like to talk about? Notice the difference? The first set of questions seems transactional. The second paints a picture. It invites her into a shared experience, even if it is purely imaginary. Suddenly, she isn't thinking about you. She's feeling something with you. And that shift is what distinguishes average men from unforgettable ones. 2. Imagine conveys a subtle sense of possibility. Attraction is more than just who you are right now. It is also about what she envisions when she is with you. When you say imagine, you are not simply making small talk. You are implying a future, an adventure, or an experience. Even if it's just for fun, or if it's hypothetical, it plants a seed in her mind, one that grows even after the conversation is over. That is how you stand out. That's how you become the man she can't stop thinking about. 3. Imagine makes her feel in control. This is a little-known psychological trick. When someone is given the freedom to imagine something, they believe it is their idea. And when a woman imagines herself around you, it no longer feels like you're trying to impress her. It appears that she chooses to be in your world. That subtle distinction makes all the difference. How do you use this word in conversation? Now, do not overuse it. The magic of imagination stems from how naturally it flows. Here are some examples of how to apply it. On a date, imagine us both getting lost in a new city, simply walking around and discovering random places to eat. What kind of places might we end up in? 4. Too much text. Imagine we're both sitting at a rooftop bar, admiring the sunset. What is the first drink you are ordering? Flirting, playful. Imagine we had to go on an adventure together. No planning required, just go. Where is the first place we would go? See what's going on. These are not simply random sentences. They make her imagine something with you in it. That is exactly what attraction is. It is not about proving yourself. It's about guiding her emotions in such a way that she wants to spend more time with you. And it all begins with one word. Imagine. Word 2. The emotional hook that holds her attention. If the first word, imagine, piques her interest, the second word draws her in deeper, making her feel something powerful and personal. What is the word? Because. Doesn't this sound too simple? However, in psychology, because is one of the most powerful words in the English language. According to studies, when people hear this word, they are significantly more likely to believe, agree, or feel emotionally connected to what follows. Why? Because, look what I did there. It adds meaning to what you are saying. Women are not attracted solely to superficial characteristics. They are drawn to a man when there is a reason, a justification, or a subconscious pull that makes everything feel natural. And the beauty of because is that it manipulates the way the brain functions. The moment she hears it, she immediately begins rationalizing her emotions in your favor. Let me show you how it works. 1. It gives your words more weight. A famous psychological study by Harvard professor Alan Langer demonstrated that simply adding the word because increases people's likelihood of agreeing or complying, even if the reason isn't particularly compelling. She tried it by having people cut in line at a copy machine. When someone said, "Excuse me, I have 5 pages. Can I use the photocopy machine?" Only 60% of people let them speak up. But when they added because, even with a weak reason, "Excuse me, I've got 5 pages. Can I use the copy machine to make copies?" That number increased to 93%. Doesn't that sound ridiculous? Of course, they have to make copies. That is exactly what the machine is for. However, the human brain is wired to accept reasons when because is used, even if they are not groundbreaking. Imagine using this power in a conversation with a woman. Instead of saying, "You're very interesting," say, "You are very interesting because you think differently than most people." Instead, "I enjoy being around you." Say, "I enjoy being around you because you have this energy that makes everything seem more fun." It's a minor adjustment, but it immediately makes your words more meaningful, too. It provides emotional justification. Attraction is not logical. It is emotional. Women frequently don't understand why they are attracted to someone, but if given a reason, their brain will fill in the gaps. When a woman starts feeling something for you and hears a because statement, her mind begins to justify her feelings. Let's say you're teasing her, and she laughs. If you say, "See, I knew you'd like me," she may simply roll her eyes. But if you say, "See, I knew you'd like me because you can't resist a guy who knows how to challenge you," that gives her a reason. And once that reason is established, it begins to feel real to her. She may not have considered it before, but she will begin to see you in that light, whether she realizes it or not. That's why confident men don't simply say things. They provide reasons why women see them differently. 3. It makes compliments more personalized. Most men offer generic compliments such as, "You're beautiful," "You're so much fun to be around," While these are nice, they do not stand out. They feel like something any man could say. But when you add because, it becomes something unique to her. Instead, you are beautiful. Say you're beautiful because your confidence illuminates everything around you. Instead, you have fun. Say you're entertaining because you have a wild side that I bet most people never get to see. She suddenly feels understood and special, rather than just hearing words. Here are some practical applications for this. When she teases you, you enjoy messing with me to see how much I can handle. It's cute. When she laughs at your joke, I know you will laugh because you secretly enjoy my terrible sense of humor. When she opens up to you, I enjoy talking with you because you think before you speak, which is unusual. Each of these keeps her interested, entertained, and emotionally invested. Because, you see, it works. When a woman believes there is a reason she is drawn to you, she begins to believe in that attraction, even if she didn't anticipate it. The third word, the closer, completes the connection. You've captured her attention with imagine. You've captured her emotions with because. Now, the third word seals the deal, making her feel as if she can't help but be drawn into your world. The word together. This word refers to more than just physical presence. It is about fostering a shared experience, a bond, and a future possibility. Women have a natural desire to connect. When they hear together, their subconscious begins to place you in their world. It redirects their focus from him and me to us. And when a woman begins to think of you and her as one, her attraction grows beyond logic. Let's look at how powerful this word is and how to use it to get her to chase you. Together, they form an instant connection. Think about it. When someone says, "We'd make a great team together," consider what we'd be like together in trouble. You and I together would be unstoppable. Doesn't it draw you in? It implies something without forcing it. It makes the concept of us seem natural. Assume a woman hears this from a man she is slightly attracted to. Her brain immediately begins filling in the blanks. She begins to imagine what it would be like to be with him. And the moment a woman imagines herself with you, the attraction begins to work against her will. She's not only thinking about you anymore. She's thinking of you and her. Two together subtly implant the idea of you in her mind. Women don't always fall for men. They fall for the idea of being with a man. And together is the word that describes that image. Instead of saying, "I enjoy hanging out with you," say, "I enjoy how we are together." Instead, "You're a lot of fun to be with." Say, "You and I together make everything more enjoyable." It's a subtle shift, but it immediately establishes a bond. Because she no longer sees you as simply a guy she enjoys talking to. She sees you as someone she has shared an experience with. The more she feels our energy, the more she sees our visit. 3 times together makes her see you as a part of her world. Want to know a psychological trick for making someone feel like they already know you? Make them imagine a future with you without forcing it. When you use it naturally in conversation, it causes her to subconsciously imagine scenarios with you in a teasing manner. You and I together would be dangerous. Nobody could handle us. In a fun competition, we'd be the best travel partners. I bet I'd find all the hidden gems while you just took pictures. In a flirtatious way, I believe we would be the couple who gets kicked out of places for laughing too loudly. It is not serious. It is not clingy. It's just a fun suggestion that makes her imagine something. And once she visualizes it, it begins to feel real. Because this is how the brain functions. It believes what it sees. How to use them in conversations. Here are a few real-world examples to help you incorporate it seamlessly. When teasing her, you know we'd make an excellent crime duo. You'd distract everyone, and I'd sneak out with the goods. If we ever played poker together, you'd lose right away. You are too easy to read. When you and I flirted at a party, they had no idea what was going on. When we talk about random topics, I bet if we ever cooked together, we'd start a fire in 5 minutes. Do you see the pattern? It's all casual, enjoyable, and low pressure. But all it does is sneak into her mind. It causes her to associate us with excitement, enjoyment, and connection. And once that happens, she begins to crave the energy. She begins to miss you when you are not present. She begins to want to be in your presence. Because it's no longer just her attraction to you. It's about the feeling she gets when she's with you. And that is the key. This is Stoic Guide, and if you found it useful, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon, so you never miss out on the secrets that will put you miles ahead of other men. I will see you at the next one. Stay sharp, stoic, and keep them chasing.